Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to do a part two of one of the videos that I recently posted about expectations and boundaries, just to give a little bit more information on what I meant when I spoke on the topic of boundaries. If you see me looking down, I'm just looking at a few notes that I did jot down so that I don't forget. Okay. So, setting boundaries. Now, setting boundaries in your choice to homeschool your kiddos also includes or involves creating a specific schedule for your children, which I spoke about in a prior video. When you create a schedule between you and your child, it's a commitment between you two. It's a commitment from you that says, I'm going to be available and present during this block of time if you need my assistance. And it's your child's commitment to themselves and to you that says, I am committed to be focused on this body of work during this block of time. Okay. So that is on the expectation side. You have a schedule and you guys are both committed to sticking to that schedule. Now, in terms of boundaries, you do need to create specific limits around the noise that causes distractions during that scheduled time frame, during the block of time that both you and your child committed to focus on whatever assignments or whatever work you're focused on. So, what do I mean when or when I talk about noise or distractions? Well, noise to me means anything that creates some type of distraction or interference during the teaching time or during the focus time. Okay, again, that scheduled block of time that you've committed to, anything that creates a distraction, anything that interferes with your ability to be focused and be present and available is noise. Okay, so noise can come in various forms: cell phone ringing, emails going off, or you checking your emails, electronics going off, someone's watching television, you're trying to watch your favorite show along with being available and present with your child. You have visitors, or a friend says, hey, let's do a play date, and it's during that time frame in which you had a commitment between you and your child. All those things are noise. So a good thing to have in your homeschool schedule is to create boundaries and expectations around your commitments. Okay, so let me look at my notes really quick here. So let's say, for example, you decided that you're going to homeschool your child Monday and Thursday during the week from 4:30 to 5:30 in the afternoon, right? During that time, again, it's a commitment between you and your child. And a friend calls and says, hey, let's go to a late lunch or an early dinner. One, you shouldn't answer the phone. Two, you already have a prior commitment with your child to be available and present for them if they feel as though they need your assistance during that block of time. So the answer to your friend would be, you know what, not right now, right? So when you create those types of boundaries that will help limit the amount of noise or distractions that create noise during your homeschooling day or during the block of time in which you set aside to be available for your child, the boundaries that you set around that will, in my opinion, become expectations for other people. They'll expect for you to be unavailable during that time because you're committed to something else. You have a prior engagement. And trust me, your friends and loved ones, they will totally, totally, totally understand that. So, does that mean you have to be right there with your child every single day during the time in which they're doing their homeschool work or their school work from school, their homework from regular school? Maybe so, depending on the child's age or if the child is unable to be independent. If your child is unable to complete their actions on their own, on time, accurately, with without you being present, yes, in the beginning you may have to be there, sitting right there with them. If your child is in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, yes, you're going to have to sit there with them. But as your child becomes older and as they become independent and resourceful and responsible, no, you don't have to sit right there next to them, looking over their shoulder, helping them with every single problem. You'll have the ability to cook if you need to cook, or meal prep if you need to meal prep, or clean if you need to clean. You'll have the ability to multitask with your other household responsibilities during that block of time. So I don't consider those things to be noise or distractions. Again, cleaning, cooking, meal prepping, things that you need to do within your household for a child who is independent in their ability to do their own work. No, you will be able to multitask. So that's not what I'm speaking of when I talk about setting boundaries around distractions, or setting boundaries around all the noise that creates distraction or interference in your homeschooling day. Will emergencies happen? Absolutely, they will. You will have emergencies. So please be flexible with yourself for your own sanity. But at the same time, you have to be consistent for your children. Okay. So hopefully this is making sense. Hopefully, setting boundaries around your homeschool, setting expectations around your homeschooling schedule, all of this kind of makes sense. So what can you do to reduce the noise during the block of time that, again, you have committed to being available and present for your child? So what do? Put my phone on silent, right? Put my phone on silent. I do have family members who are on a list on my cell phone. So if they call me, my phone is going to ring. So it's not really called silent. It's like a do not disturb. So during the day, I put my phone on do not disturb for that specified period of time. But again, if it's from certain people, that I know it's an emergency, because they know not to call me during certain times. But if they do, then I know it's an emergency and my phone does ring. I'm not checking emails. I'm not watching my favorite TV show. I'm not entertaining guests. Friends or family or whoever don't come over around that time period, because they know I'm unavailable. So treat your homeschooling schedule, treat your homeschooling journey like an appointment, right? When you have an appointment with your doctor, you write it in your agenda, or you put it as an appointment or reminder in your phone. Do the same thing for the homeschooling schedule for your children. If you're going to help your children after school for 30 minutes when you get off of work, that time should be in your phone or in your agenda as an appointment. If you're going to do it on the weekend for 2 or 3 hours on a Saturday and or Sunday, put it in your phone and agenda as an appointment. So that when you have other engagements that pop up and you check your agenda or your calendar to see what you have going on during that day, that time is already set aside. Again, it's a commitment. So treat it like an appointment, right? When you have an appointment for a doctor's office and you know if you don't show up or call to cancel, you might get charged that $25 or that $50 for a cancellation or not showing up. Same thing for your child. You have to show up. You have to be present. You have to be there if you make a commitment to do so. Let me see here. So I think that was it. Yeah, that was all that I had in my notes here. So again, it's really important. I think it's critical to set boundaries and to set expectations. Think about it like this. It's like a form of serving your household. I think setting expectations and setting boundaries around the commitment or the block of time that you committed to between you and your children, or you and whoever, that's the way of serving your household. You are serving your kids by being available. You are serving your kids by being present. Remember, you are the parent, you are the teacher, you are the guide, you are the example, the motivator, the inspirer. You are the disciplinarian as well, and you're also the cheerleader. So this is just a way of serving them, showing them that you respect their time, showing them that you respect the commitment that they've made into this journey of propelling themselves into higher learning or this journey of homeschooling. And I also wanted to leave you with some encouragement. I also believe that every single person listening and watching this, okay, I'm talking to you. Every single person, you have been given every talent and every gift to serve your child in this capacity. You have the ability to mold, teach, guide your child. My channel is here to only give you ideas and resources to do what you already have within. It doesn't matter your education level, your economic status, your race, religion, all that stuff does not matter. You have the gifts, you have the talents, you have the capacity, you have the ability to mold, be an example, and teach your child. You absolutely do. You may need resources, as we all do. And my channel can be used as your resource. Pinterest, Teachers Pay Teachers. There's so many free printables out there. There are so many other YouTube channels out there that gives you wonderful information and resources that you can use to implement within your homeschooling journey. But never doubt yourself in your ability to be the first line of defense in your child's education. I am your cheerleader. I am here to inspire and motivate you to think differently, to do something differently. So go, get up, and just make this a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful homeschool journey for you, your household, your children, and everything else in between. So, like always, until we meet again in another video, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, check out some other videos that I've created, and make it a great, great, great day. Bye.